You know what time it is. Hi besties, welcome. Today I hope your day feels like Beautiful Old Ferrari by Sally Rooney is coming out. Oh wait, it is. I am gonna do a little reading vlog today. So I'm about to go to Barnes & Noble and get my copy, get some coffee. I'm so excited. I am a little nervous because I'm worried I'm not gonna like it. Everybody who's already read it has said that it's been really good. So I feel like I don't need to be nervous, but I still am because I've been waiting for it for so long. And I know when I have a high anticipation for things, a lot of times I'm disappointed. But I can't imagine Sally Rooney doing any wrong. My hair is looking rough today. It's giving founding father, but I can't even be mad because it's Sally Rooney Day. Is this a good angle? No. Also, if you're wondering why I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt in the summer in South Carolina, I urge you to mind your damn business. See you soon. It's in my hands. I'm gonna scream. It was a successful trip to Barnes & Noble in other ways. I got this, the Iliad and the Odyssey for like $8, and I actually really like, it's like one of those Barnes & Noble covers, but I really like it. And then I went to the cafe and I got my first pumpkin spice latte of the season. I don't really like pumpkin spice lattes, but today I had a hankering. So what I do is I get half the pumpkin spice and add a shot so it's not so sweet, because I don't like it too sweet. So I got one of those because I'm pretending it's fall even though I know that it's not. And I got a cookie because cookies make the world go round. And then I saw butterfly flower lemonade, and when I was in Thailand we had butterfly tea and it was so good and so sweet. It's this like beautiful vibrant purple flower, which is what makes this color, and I haven't seen it since I lived in Thailand, and so I saw it and I was like, I have to get it and try it and see if it's as good. So I did see a book talker in there, or like somebody who watches book talk for sure, because In Her Hands was Such a Fun Age by Kylie Reed, and then a bunch of Colleen Hoovers, so hope she enjoys those. I'm gonna start. I'm scared. I'm gonna start. Finished chapter 1 and I love it. Sally Rooney's voice is just so distinct, and so when I read her books it's like falling back into something that's familiar. This book's gonna hurt. I just got really overwhelmingly tired all of a sudden, and I don't know why, but I'm gonna take a little nap. I am 5 chapters in so far. Something that's really sticking out to me is that it's more mature than her other books, just in terms of like the writing, not necessarily in terms of the content. The emails that Alice and Eileen send to each other are a lot of what I think in my head every single day, so it's weird. Sally Rooney just so accurately depicts what it's like to be living in this horrible, ugly world and just kind of like making it day by day. I'm probably not gonna finish it today because I forgot I have a work thing I have to go to tonight. I'll finish it tomorrow for sure. I'm gonna take a quick little nap and then get back to it. Back to reading. Okay, I finished my work meeting and I went and I got dinner. It's a burrito. Hi. I'm gonna watch an episode of Modern Love while I eat dinner, which is like this really cool show on Amazon Prime. Fuck Jeff, but like this show is pretty good. Every episode's a different story and it's based on columns from the New York Times. And so like there's one episode starring Anne Hathaway, one starring Dev Patel, lots of really good actors in different episodes. And it gives me Sally Rooney vibes because it's just like very honest about love, and it touches on love that's non-romantic. Kind of like with normal people, like how much another person can change and affect you. And I think that's really cool, and they do a really good job with it. About 120 pages in. I'm loving it so much, but I do think I'm gonna try to finish it tomorrow instead of trying to finish it tonight. Honestly, just because I don't want to be done with it. Please ignore the hair clip situation that's going on in my head. I'm about 150 pages in to Beautiful World, Where Are You? And I did get my first little cry in. This really beautiful email just about shame and having done bad things in the past and where forgiveness comes into play, and it kind of comments on cancel culture. It got me pretty good. I'm gonna work on some editing stuff. Good morning. It's day 2 of reading Beautiful World, Where Are You? I have my coffee and my cute bird mug. I'm gonna keep reading. Second little cry. Chapter 16 is just this beautiful email from Eileen to Allison. Got me good. I've said this before on my channel, but Sally Rooney has a way of putting into words all of the feelings that I've been thinking and feeling, and that I assume I'm the only one who feels, and then she proves to me that I'm not alone in those feelings, and she writes them down in words so eloquently. Just finished it. This book made me cry a lot of happy, hopeful tears, which I think I needed. I'll have more coherent thoughts a little bit later. I don't think I've told you the plot of this book yet in this video, so let me tell you. This book follows Alice, who is a novelist and living on the coast, and Eileen, who works at a literary magazine and lives in Dublin, and they're best friends. They knew each other in college, but because they live in different cities now, they have to kind of email correspondence. Alice meets Felix on Tinder. They strike up a kind of strange and interesting relationship, and then Eileen lives in the same city as Simon, who she's known since she was 15 and has been friends with for as long. Obviously, I loved it. That's not in question, but I want to talk a little bit about some of the specifics, some of the differences between this and her previous books. It's very clear to me from this book that Sally Rooney is only getting better as a writer. I will say, if you have read Normal People or Conversations with Friends and you didn't like them because they didn't have a lot of plot, you won't like this. This follows the trend of Sally Rooney's other books where not a ton happens externally, but the inner lives of the characters are so complex that is the plot. But if that bores you, you probably won't love this book, and that's okay. One of the things that I think was really interesting about this book was that the big events of these characters' mental health, those things all happened before the start of this book, which I thought was just such a cool choice, because I feel like so many books are written about people in crisis, and so few books explore so expertly what life is like after crisis and how a psychological crisis or a psychological breakdown can truly affect your whole life and how it can really change the way that you think. It was just a very true portrait of people grappling with their mental health from the other side of a breakdown, which I thought was brilliant. In this book, there was more balance, I think, between those isolating feelings and reminding each other and reminding themselves what to be hopeful about, which I really, really appreciated. I also think that Sally Rooney is a really brave writer. I feel like a lot of fiction writers, when they want to convey external anxieties about the world, it's always vague, or it's an allegory, or it's just like unnamed political tension. That's because they don't want to alienate a part of their audience, or they don't want to take a side, maybe. I don't know, or they don't know enough about the issue that they can write about it in an appropriate way. I'm not sure. But Sally Rooney really gives her characters strong political voices. Even our characters that aren't involved in politics have opinions and stances and thoughts and think really critically about what's going on in the world. And I think that's very accurate to young people today. We have far less of a choice about whether or not we want to be involved in politics because it's in our faces all the time. At the very end, she references pandemic. So like at the end of this book, the pandemic is kind of beginning, which I thought was really great. I did not want to read a book about people dealing with the pandemic, and when I heard that she talked about the pandemic in this book, I was a little bit worried about that, but it's just like a small touch at the end. She doesn't shy away from her characters having radical ideas. She doesn't shy away from her characters disagreeing politically, which I just really appreciate. I think it's an accurate portrait of how young people talk and interact and think. Two of the main characters in this book, Alice and Eileen, were roommates in college, and now they're turning 30 and live in different cities, but I really liked that they would reference some of the views and thoughts that they had when they had first met in freshman year of college and how those things had changed and shifted. I thought that was really cool. You don't come out of the womb with a fully formed political opinion and then stick with it until you die. That's just not how our brains work. I did like the relationships that each of these women had with the men in their lives, and I thought they were interesting to read about. But I think overall this book is about Alice and Eileen and their friendship and the way that friendship persists, and just these two people being beacons for each other even when the world outside is not beautiful. As for my rating, easy 5 stars. I don't think I've said this on my channel before, but I actually really don't like giving books star ratings. But this one, easy 5 stars. I just can't recommend it enough. I will say, there is a lot of discussion of deep depression and some talk of suicide, and there is graphic sex in this book. So if either of those things are not for you, skip this one. I recommend 5 out of 5. I hope this was entertaining. I hit 5,000 subscribers last weekend, and I just want to say thank you so much for being here. It means the absolute world to me that anybody would want to hear my silly opinions about books. I can't thank you enough, and I hope you will enjoy this extra video this week as thanks. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this and you want to see more from me. Comment down below and let me know what your favorite Sally Rooney book is, and if you've read this one, tell me who your favorite character is. I think mine was Eileen, but I love Simon too, and Alice, and also Felix. I love them all. I'm leaning towards Eileen, but I feel like that might change. And as always, in case you haven't heard it today, I love you. Bye.